I'm good. I'm very well. Thank you so much. Okay, we're ready to go. Are you
Yes.
going to present anything? Otherwise, I
Yes.
can switch it over to you, or I can, if you don't have any slides, you can
No,
just proceed with the.
no, I don't have any slide, just a little audio presentation.
Okay. All right.
So,
Let's start then. Go ahead.
very good morning. So, thank you very much, Paul, for having us with Realopedia and all the guys that are connected over here, or the ones that are gonna listen this one later on, because we know that there is a couple of people that they are working and got some clients because we are in real estate. So I just wanna say that this is a great opportunity for us as the Real Estate Institute and Realopedia to join venture on the future of what is a great tool that is being has been using and it's been using worldwide. And with to all those guys that have been following us on the Real Estate Institute, we have worked very hard, and I know that Realopedia also to develop new technology so agents can go to the next level. What I do believe nowadays, and I got a lot of questions every day in classes, and actually I am right now in a class, and this is my little break, and I'm teaching right now in Orlando, Florida, a real estate class, and I had this question, Paul, yesterday. Do you think that prop techs and technology is going to help real estate? And you can believe, and you know what was my answer. My answer was obviously yes. Nowadays, we're doing these webinar in different parts of the world, and we are connecting people, and we can get the knowledge from our office, from our homes, and from anywhere. So I believe in global real estate, and we have talked. I met Paul a couple of years ago, and Wally also. We met at the real estate convention in Miami, and this new technology amazed me. And it took us obviously sometimes just to check out what was the technology about and how can we implement it. What I would like for all our students, people, and real estate agents that are connected, that I know there are people from Dominican Republic, there's people from Venezuela, Ecuador, people from Colombia, Puerto Rico that are connected over here. Would love, Paul, for you to show them the tool and how they can use it. I know you're gonna do it because we got a great presentation today. You always do it great, and how they can be connected worldwide with Realopedia. So with no further saying on this, I really want to appreciate all the people that are connected, and I hope that if you like this presentation, you send it to somebody else, contact us, and if you don't like it, send it to your enemy anyhow, so they're gonna talk about us anywhere. So I believe that this is a great tool. It's a worldwide tool that we can use, and definitely agents, even starting, intermediate, or advanced, should use it. I'm not talking over here about a sales speech. I'm talking about tools that we gotta use, that I use, and that I know that it will be beneficial for everybody. If you want to connect with us, I know Paul, you can connect directly with Paul, you can connect directly with us. It doesn't matter. Just use the tool nowadays because it's powerful. Having technology in place and having people working with technology is going to take all of us to the next level. I still remember when I used to listen to music in a cassette player. I don't listen to that music anymore. We listen in our telephones nowadays. So what about using Realopedia? I have my MLS, and for next time, Paul, I'm gonna bring my old MLS, which was a little a little book. It was like a magazine. I have it here in the office, and it was not that far ago. It was in '92. So and nowadays we can use tools like the ones they're gonna present today. For us, it's a lot of work, and I hope we can build this joint venture for the future for the benefit of the real estate industry. Thank you very much, Ford, and for all your team for putting all of this together. And have a wonderful presentation, guys.
Thank you so much, Oscar. Thank you very much for that introduction. And thank you for the Real Estate Institute for asking us to present Realopedia and present the options that are on a global basis that allows your students, your colleagues who are online who've joined us today to be able to see what Realopedia is all about. I'm going to put you on mute, Oscar, but if there's any questions you want to ask, then just let me know and I will unmute you because otherwise it'll be too much noise in the background. Okay, so the presentation today is going to be around 20 minutes to half an hour. I'm going to show you a live demonstration at the end of it, but I'm going to introduce you first to Realopedia itself. I'm Paul Jibara. I'm the Director of Marketing and Business Development. I'm based between Dubai and the UK, and I travel extensively to the US. We have Wally Jibara, who's also on the line, and he's joining us. He's the Associate VP for North America, and he's based in New Jersey, in a place very appropriate because it's December called Hohokus. And then, of course, you all know Oscar, who just did a wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. Okay, just very, very basic things. You all have access to the questions. So if there's any questions throughout the presentation, then please feel free to type those in and then I will address them as they come up. Okay, initially, just a very quick introduction of what Realopedia is all about. Realopedia is the first of its kind global e-marketplace for the real estate sector from Dubai itself. Realopedia is a real estate platform that where we are offering solutions using technologies for all industry stakeholders. That is brokers, developers, agents, including lenders like banks, including service providers, corporate affiliates, anyone that is directly or indirectly related to the real estate sector is the target audience that we have here. So it's a very, very unique thing to actually bring everybody that is involved in the industry itself onto a single platform. Realopedia connects and integrates everyone on that platform itself. It's a business networking portal. It's the first of its kind, as I said, and it offers different opportunities. So, for example, as a developer, you can have your project on there and have agents and brokers that can connect directly with you. If you are an agent, you have access to developers on a global basis that they will not necessarily be available to you in your own jurisdiction, but being a member of Realopedia gives you that global reach that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get in your own jurisdiction itself. We support the industry professionals to link, build, and expand their global network. It's a networking platform, so it's both a B2B platform, but it also reaches out to the consumers themselves. We also are part of it as the Pedia side of it is it's a data bank of real estate insights, news, statistics, reports, webinars. We do a lot of webinars, podcasts, exhibitions, education, anything related to education and training. We work very closely with Dubai Real Estate Institute. We work very closely with Miami Real Estate Association or Miami Association of Realtors. We are working closely with the San Francisco Association of Realtors as well, so that we are able to expand and train people and give education on what it is to invest, what it is to actually deal with on an international level. We have Basic Knowledge Hub, Basic Media Center that allows you to upload things that are related to the industry. You can definitely upload them on Realopedia itself. So what Realopedia does is it connects, it builds, and improves your network on a global basis. We currently have about just under 120,000, yes, that's 120,000 agents and brokers and members on Realopedia from around the world. The biggest markets are North America, of course. We've got Central America as well coming up quite significantly, and we have the Middle East region. We have Europe, and we have Indian subcontinent. But by far, our strength is the Middle East region, Middle East and North Africa region, as well as Indian subcontinent itself. What we have done over the years, we have been around for, this would be our third year, and what we've done is we built the trust element within a global portal itself. So what we've done is we've built relationships with organizations, with MLS across North America, with associations, with corporate bodies that represents both the agents and the professionals within the industry. We have a very high level of vetting process to make sure that members who are on there are actually vetted before they before we allow them on. So the vetting process is very, very strict. In North America, a lot of you are members of various associations, so we try to come up with collaborations with the association. So automatically, as a member of that association, you will get automatic classic basic level access to Realopedia itself. If you are not, for example, in certain countries, we've had to vet them through our Dun and Bradstreet, through various other tools that we have at our disposal that allows us to vet these agents. So, for example, I get involved myself as Paul. I get involved with when it reaches a level that the team who are doing the vetting don't have any source in that particular country. And a few weeks ago, for example, we had somebody in Spain who they've gone through all of the vetting process, but they couldn't find anything on this particular person that wanted to be a member of Realopedia. So they sent them to me. I then did my own due diligence through my own contacts, through various people I know, to check on the whether this person is actually a real estate broker, and so vetted them. It took a few days for me to get all the information needed to, and then we made sure that that person is valid. So we actually allowed them to come on board. There've been other cases where we've had some people from Nigeria, for example, and we just couldn't find anything on on this particular brokerage firm. We checked people. We've gone through Dun and Bradstreet. We've gone through other tools. They were not there, so we actually declined them. Because of that, because of what we do, we have been endorsed by RERA, which is the Real Estate Regulatory Authority in Dubai, as a trusted portal for investors and customers to be on. What we've done is we work very closely with RERA themselves in Dubai and with their educational establishment, Dubai Real Estate Institute, where we conduct webinars for their members. Very simply, we do things. Our webinars tend to be half an hour, where I speak for 5 minutes on Realopedia, and then on specific topics on marketing, for example, how to market to an international audience, what you need to do, the do's and don'ts of it. And then they then present. They actually have one of their professors that presents on the do's and don'ts of real estate, so highlighting issues that agents and brokers should and should not do, the pitfalls that happens, and how to be trustworthy and transparent. So we work very closely with them, and now we're looking at programs for 2019 and what we're going to be doing. Quite a few of those webinars are actually on Realopedia, so you can actually download them and listen to them at your own time. We are the global marketing partner for the Miami Association of Realtors. And one of the things that we have done, which is very, very unique, most of you know of Amazon, all of you should know of Amazon, but within the Middle East region, Souk.com is actually an Amazon company, and we are the real estate media buying arm. So what we do is, with this alliance, we actually bring exposure to both Realopedia and the members and partners of Realopedia itself. So if you want to reach an audience of around 70 million visitors to their website a month, and you want to do advertising, I will come to that later on. We are their media buying arm, so everything related to real estate will come directly to us. So in the space of only 3 years, we have built up a very strong circle of trust, where people actually trust us very much in terms of being able to reach a global audience for them. So the advantage for us is we're a global real estate e-marketplace. We have a unique thing, which is an online booking form. Specifically at the moment, this is for developers. So if you have developers there that are looking at being on a platform that people can actually book a unit, then we are that. We do have that, and we have a custodian, which is a payment gateway based in the UK under the jurisdiction of the financial institute within the UK, and that allows, let's say, a buyer in the US who is buying through you as an agent can actually deposit their funds. Those funds will be held in an escrow account in the UK. And within a short, let's say they put a booking fee and then they continue the business within a short period of time, that amount, the percentage that is owed to that agent is paid directly to them. The percentage owed to the agent that is in Dubai, if there's one that you're dealing with, is paid. It's a very, very nice system. I can talk to you about it separately in another webinar once you become a member of Realopedia. We have a brokerage network of 50 plus countries. We're actually, I think, close onto 60 countries from around the world. We're a global network for sales distribution. We have the connectivity in real estate through trusted networks and partners. We are doing something called an investor meet, so I will come to that later on within the presentation. We provide ongoing webinars. We have the mobile app. Currently, it is for iOS, so we've created specifically an iOS one. The Android one is still a web-based, and that the specific mobile version of it will be coming very, very soon. We have performance and accountability. So what we actually do is we bring local to global and global to local. Any questions so far? Okay, somebody's asking about the fees and membership levels. Okay, the fees I will come to in 1 second, which is here. We have different levels for agents, brokers, corporate affiliates, and developers. So as an agent, these are the various packages that we have. So everyone comes in. You can come in at the classic level. The classic level allows you to have unlimited listings, unlimited, whether you have 100 or whether you have 1,000 or whether you have one, it's unlimited. We don't charge you anything for that. The classic level is free of charge. What we ask you to do is to build your profile. So what you need to do is you need to put your, if you don't send us an XML feed or a red feed, then you would need to put your picture, you would need to put your name, your contact details, a little bit of profile about yourself, your experiences. To be able to do that, you would also need to upload your license to make sure that you are there and that you are a professional within the real estate sector. So once you're on there, everybody from the just under 120,000 people that are on there can actually see your details, as well as people external as consumers and investors and buyers. So you come in at the classic level, you can upgrade to the premium, and that gives you 3 featured listings both on the website and the app, and you have access to the developers projects on Depop. Now this is very easily around $99 for the year. Okay, this is per agent. Now you might be, you look at it and you think, okay, well, that's not bad, $99. I personally think you should go for the Premium Plus, okay, because the Premium Plus gives you 7 featured listings, as well as access to the Developers Preferred Agents program, which I'll come to in a minute, as well as the Network Hub access. So let's say, for example, one of you has got a commercial building, which is a conference center that you are selling. Now, usually you wouldn't put it as a listing, but you wouldn't put it as a listing, but what you would do is you would put it as a, you want to reach out certain people on there. Okay, sorry, I just had a question. I'm a real estate developer. Could I advertise our projects on Realopedia by me having a real estate license? Absolutely, George. Definitely, I will explain that now as I come to the developers bit. So, as a developer, so just so that I can continue in terms of, let's say you have a conference building to sell, you're able to reach the network hub. You're allowed to access that, which means that you can post very basic information on there, and it will go to your network plus the bigger network on there. So it's a private, it's like a LinkedIn private communication that you could have one-on-one. So then you can reach agents who have buyers, potential buyers all over the world, that will allow you to then be able to connect directly with them and see if they do have a buyer for that. So it gives you that added advantage without having to look online and find, oh, well, I'm looking for a real estate agent in X country, and let me see who they are. And on Realopedia, you already know that they've been vetted and they are professionals, and so you can reach out to them and connect directly with them. If you are a developer, okay, as developer on the premium, this is to answer your question, George. You upload your projects and videos and all of the marketing materials on Realopedia. You build your company profile. You have all the information. You, as a developer, can access agents on the Developers Preferred Agents program, and you upload all of your marketing material. I will come to that in a second, because this was one of the things that I was speaking to Oscar about in terms of what to cover. So this is called the Developers Preferred Agents program. So how does it work? Okay, you are the developer. So we're going to take you, George, as a developer. So you, as a developer, you upload and you can showcase all of your projects, or you can showcase one of your projects, and you upload everything that is on there. So you put all of your marketing materials, your 2D, 3D images, your floor plans, your master plan, your all of the your flyers, everything that you need to actually put on there. As a developer on the upgraded package, what happens is that you can then have a button, which I'll show you when we go live. On that button, it says that you are in the DPAP program. On the DPAP program, it means that any agent around the world who is on a premium or premium plus on Realopedia can see that you are a developer and that you are looking for agents to represent your project in a particular jurisdiction, in a particular country. So what happens is they then click on the DPAP icon. Once they click on that, an application form opens up. You, as the developer, can then vet that agent. You can then connect with that agent. And once you've approved that agent, you've, of course, discussed the commission rate. You've discussed you've signed the NDA. Everything is done online. Once you've done that, okay, and you've given approval to that agent, all of the marketing information that you put on there, that agent or agents would get access to. Okay, so then that agent, so the Developers Preferred Agents program basically enables real estate professionals to represent developers on a global basis. You're sitting in Orlando. You have, I don't know how many projects you have, George, but let's say you have 5 projects. But you know that the market for the people that are buying there are people either from Central America, from Ecuador, from Panama, even from Brazil, or from Paraguay, or they could be from India, from Pakistan, or they could be from the Middle East region, or they could be from Europe, or from the Scandinavian countries. So they're always looking for somewhere that is in Orlando, and the UK, of course. The huge buys in Orlando. But to reach them is it's very costly for you. Realopedia makes it much easier for you to reach those brokerage firms that are members of Realopedia, and basically the element of trust, so they can then take your product, take your project, and they can reach out to their own buyers that are there. So how does the process apply to, how does it work? So basically, you log in and you register. So to access it, you have to have an account with Realopedia. This is for the agents that are there. So you register, you log in, and on your dashboard, you click on the DPAP. Okay, so once you click on that, you can browse the projects that are there by that particular developer, and you can apply to the DPAP program itself. Once you've applied to the program, you have to complete a form. The form is then sent directly to the developer. And once that form reaches the developer, you have an online or an offline, depending on the requirements of the developer, with the agent. Once the developer has agreed and signed an agreement with the agent, he approves it online. So the moment he approves it online, the Realopedia itself automatically recognizes that this developer has approved this agent or agents. So it opens up the marketing resource library. Once that marketing resource library is opened up, the agent or agents automatically get access to that. Once they get access to that, they are then able to market that project to their clientele. And it's white labeled in their name. So it will have, for example, the name of it will have the project details, but it will say that this belongs to Oscar, the agent is Oscar, and these are his email and contact details. So if the buyer decides that they want to bypass the agent and go directly to the developer, okay, from that particular jurisdiction, the developer, immediately will go back to the agent, because it will tell them that this person has come, let's say, from India, and you already have an approved agent in India on the system itself. So automatically it will come back to the agent, that agent is the one that has been doing all the negotiation, and you as a developer don't then have to deal with the buyer. You can just forward it back to that particular agent in that particular jurisdiction. It's a very, very easy process. Hopefully I've explained it in that manner. Okay, so let me now just quickly give you a quick demonstration of what it is. Right, now, when the first page that you get to this is the page that you get to in terms of Realopedia. So you've got the logo up here, you've got a little bit about what is Realopedia itself. This is live data, so we have 116,000 members at the moment. Okay, I have a commercial healthcare development qualified for EB5 visas. Okay, that's also something that you can actually put in, George. If you look further down within that, you see we actually have commercial buildings. So we have commercial buildings, healthcare as well that we cover within that. If you see healthcare down here. So all of these we are able to cover. On the EB5 visas, this is something that would be very interesting, Oscar, to actually cover in another session, in terms of how we can actually work with the team on that itself. So this would be in terms of what you will get. Now, I've logged in as an agent. This is just a dummy thing so that I'm able to access the system. What you do is this: on the right hand side, you'll see the dashboard. On the dashboard, it just shows you how many people have seen the profile, how many impressions, how many properties I have on there, and the number of leads. Okay, this is just a dummy, so you're not really going to see any real numbers here. It's just things that we have put on there. So you can see how many today, how many in the last week, how many in the last month, how many in the past year. Okay, you can also see the number of leads. So if you see leads, you can click on those and see where did those leads come from. If I click on, I have already 4 messages on here, I can click on the 4 messages, and you can see we have just done certain things here as examples, so that you can see how many people we've spoken to, just so that you can see the messages that are coming directly through. This becomes like a contact in terms of a lead for you, where if somebody contacts you directly on there. You then click on profile. As you can see on the profile, you can put your personal information, you can put your contact details, your professional background, and so on. This allows you to update. This is when you register, some of this information is required directly. If you are a member of Miami Association of Realtors, it's automatically through your Clarity dashboard, you automatically become a member of at the classic level of Realopedia. You can manage your properties, so you can upload your properties here. You can upload them one at a time, or if you have bulk properties, okay, you can upload by clicking on bulk upload. It's really easy as a tool. You can upload it through your XML. All you have to do is give us your XML link, and then you send it across to us. Our system automatically will check it to make sure that it falls in within the structure of it. If not, we will then come back to you of what is required. So you can upload your properties here. As if you are on the premium, you get 3 featured properties. So if I'm on here, for example, it's on a daily basis. In fact, you can change it. So if you want to sit there and make it featured, featured will take it. It's an algorithm that allows you to, that will put it into a formula that allows it to be top of the listings in that particular, on the listings of the property listings. But you can control it every day if you want to, and then just put it up as a featured or as a standard. It gives you 3 in premium and 7 in premium plus. You can manage your membership. So at the moment, all of you will come in at the classic level. But if you upgrade to the premium, you will get free EDM mailings. So you'll get one of those, you'll get a sponsorship banner, and you'll get 1 month additional free. This is the premium. You can do it, try it for 1 month, try it for 3 months, try it for 6 months, try it for 1 year. I personally always recommend to go for the premium plus, because within the premium plus, you're going to get, it's $199 for the year. Okay, and you're going to get free sponsorship banner for 1 month. You're going to get an EDM mailing targeted, which is you're going to get that twice. That gives you access to, I mean, we send it to the 115,000 plus that we have. So they will see information about you, and you'll get 1 month additional subscription. So you're getting a value of around $3,000 included in this $199 fee, which is $2, which is 50 cents, roughly 50 cents a day, cheaper, much cheaper than a cup of Starbucks coffee. So if you within that, it shows you what you are getting as additional. You get a messaging chat system to potential clients, which you don't actually get, which you get in the premium, but here you get the networking hub, which you don't get in the premium. So you get a lot of benefits as an agent to be able to access that. If I want to, like the DPAP program, so for example, this is the DPAP program. I can browse. So George, for example, your project will be on here. Okay. So let's say these are a couple of examples that we have on here. So your project will be here, George. And so I can, as an agent, I can click on apply. So if I click on apply, hopefully it will not go, okay. It gives me details of the different projects that are there. So this one in particular for Eagle Hills, which are part of eMark Group. Eagle Hills, for example, have 2 projects currently on Realopedia. It gives you details, rough, basic details here. They're currently under development. So if I click on here just to see the details, I'm an agent. I want to study the details. I can see what there is. You know, where is it? You've got certain units here which are, you know, it's like just under $500,000 for that. Expected completion in less than a year. These are the units that are available. If I see a unit that I'd like to book, I can certainly book it on here. These are the payment terms. So that gives me every single information that I want at this stage. And then I think, well, you know what? I actually want to apply for this. So then I can go and apply for it on the DPAP program itself. Okay, it's really very, very straightforward. Now, this is the networking hub. So if you are on the Premium Plus, you have access to the networking hub, where you can connect with people on various aspects. So, for example, we have somebody here who've put in a few projects that are based. Gina, she's based in Silicon Valley in San Francisco. So she's added a few things on here, and you can chat and you can see just a very, very basic thing that is not, she's got an apartment building here. Okay. 6-unit apartment building in Lower Nob Hill. So she's mentioning that because that's something that she probably cannot put on a listing site. So she can actually put it on there. You can connect, you can browse all the members that you want, and you can connect with all those members on Realopedia, which of course you're not going to connect with 115,000 people, but you have access to that, and you can see who you could browse with. This is just, again, as an example. Some of you might know Odney. But this is exactly some of the people that how you can connect with them and how you can actually reach out to them. And then you have report status. So this gives you access to generate the report in Excel, in PDF, or if you have multi-country listings, you can look at it that way. This is for the agents. As a developer, you have similar things that you have on there. As a brokerage company, the beauty about a brokerage company is that, let's say you work for one of the brokerage companies there, and you have about 150 people on there. You can manage it through here, so you can actually then see how many agents are on there. So of course this is for one agent, but you might have 150 agents, so it will allow you to generate the reports by agent, how many pages, how many page views, how many impressions, how many leads, and so on. That allows you to be able to monitor and see how successful they are by being on Realopedia, how successful they are by what's actually happening on in their projects there. Questions on the demonstration? I've done it very, very quickly, just how to use it. I mean, there are so many other things on there. So for example, if you want to look at the directory, if you want to look at the knowledge hub, media center, agents. So let me show you Oscar. Actually, might be a good idea just to show you what Oscar. Okay. So we have, this is Oscar. He had one listings, but now Oscar has removed his listing. And you can actually see the information about Oscar, the reviews, if there's any reviews on him. If I want to chat with Oscar, then I can chat with him directly, and I can email him, or I can call him, or I can chat online. As an agent, because I'm on the Premium Plus, I can chat with him. If I'm only on the Premium, I will not be able to chat. I can only email and call him. Okay. So, and that gives you access to other tools on there. Okay, so just to get some other information that we have on there. So we have various marketing tools that really is going to be a huge benefit to you. We have the classics, so where we have any members that join, we take them through, we mention them. If they are on the Premium Plus, people will actually see them coming up on there. So we have the general one. If you come on board in terms of as an agent, then you will get certain benefits which are highlighted there in terms of one banner ad and so on. But we also have something which is unique, and this is where it will be very, very beneficial for you, George, in terms of two things. One is the healthcare development that you have, and the other one as a real estate developer. We have something called an investors meet. What this means is that we will work with you and then take your projects to different countries. So if you're looking at the Middle East region, this is something that we can arrange with you, where we will then do basically a roadshow across the UAE or across Egypt or across any part of, even India, if you would like to do that. And that will then allow us to be able to present your project and to be able to help you to sell that project in those markets. Okay, this is something that we can do, and we have tailor-made proposals specifically on your requirements. So all you have to do is let me know what they are, George, or anyone else who's a developer on there, and we'll be more than happy to come back to you with a proposal on there. We can also take this offline and then talk specifically about those. We have the standard marketing options, which is banner advertising. These are all on Realopedia. We do email marketing, is co-branded EDM. We have the magazine. We have an e-magazine which is coming out in the next few weeks before the end of this year. And what we do with that is we cover different developers, we cover different agents, we give visibility to the agent, we give visibility to the service providers, corporate affiliates. So for example, we are now, this edition coming up, we have a corporate affiliate who's based in Los Angeles. So we're covering him there. He's both a broker and he's also in the financial sector. So we're covering him then. We do webinar sponsorship. So if you want to do webinars to your team or you want to sponsor a webinar, then we'd be more than happy to work with you. You've got Android, iOS ads, and you have event sponsorships in terms of PR campaigns that we do. So these are the basic marketing options that we have. We also have if you want to do banner advertising on Souk, now that is where you will be able to reach 70 million people who are visitors to the site per month. Now, the unique thing about Souk, and this is okay, George, just to answer your question, would you recommend me to list my projects as an agent? I'm under luxury realty brokerage as a developer, placing my agent license on my registration, which is the cost. Okay. Yes, you can list your. It depends. Are you a complete broker? Are you a brokerage firm, or are you an actual developer? So you're developing projects, but you, as luxury realty, you work as a brokerage with the developer. It's a number of things. I mean, the cost as a brokerage firm, you just need to let me know how many agents you have within that. So if you have 100 or you have 200, we come back to you, and the cost will be, of course, much less than $199. If you want to list your development projects, then it depends, because you could have it. If you only want to list it, it's $3,000 for 6 months on Realopedia, or $5,000 for 1 year. But if you want to do something like an investor meet, then we have a different package for that I can come back to you. What I'm going to do is, if it's okay with you, Oscar, I'm going to give everybody my email address, and it's Paul, Paul Jibara, Golf Echo Bravo, Alpha Romeo Alpha at realopedia.com, and I'm going to type it in. Okay. This is, I've given you my address. I've also got Wally, who is online as well, so I'm going to give you his address. It's Wally Jibara at realopedia.us. So Wally is on the US number. So I've sent that to everyone. So let me know, and we can certainly take that offline and come back to you with various proposals on there. So that's for Souk. Then one of the new things that we have now, it's a TV concept and advertising offer. There are packages available for that. I'm going to come to that in a second. And then one of the things that might be very beneficial to a lot of you is that if you are looking at selling in the UAE, Okay, we recommend that we recommend our brokerage partner, which is Schrader Real Estate. So they will be able to sell on your behalf. They will also be able to, so if we are doing an investor meet event in Dubai, so this falls for luxury realty brokerage. So let's say we through our brokerage partner have an agreement with you, and your projects come to Dubai. We do an event, and the event will be over 2 days or 3 days or one day, depending on the stock that we have to sell. And we will do all the invitations, and then you need to have somebody on the ground that has got permission to sell projects in to sell in the UAE. So then we recommend that you work with Schrader Real Estate. And of course, what happens, you've got the commission, etc., etc. That is something that is agreed and signed beforehand. We then help you to market it, to promote it, to present it at the event. We recommend that some of your team members are there as well, and as well as if you have something on the um EB5, then that person will also be there to be able to talk about it if people come and want to ask questions on there. That's in a nutshell. I mean, there's a lot more that we can tell you about it. This is the e-magazine. There is a link, and you can find it on the blog within that. This is what the alliance we have with Souk. It's a huge audience. When you're looking at Amazon, a lot of people say, yeah, but why Amazon? It's got nothing to do with real estate. Well, actually, it does, because every single person that buys something online requires a house, requires a roof over their head. So you've got a targeted audience that you could reach, and you've got mass audience that you can reach that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do it on a direct mailer. But through Souk, you are able to reach, and through this Amazon company, you are able to reach 70 million visitors within the Middle East and North Africa region itself. The project, the new item that we have, it's called Hotels and Resorts TV. It's a new advertising opportunity. And what this does is, this is a group that is a partnership between a German company and a company based in Egypt. And they have currently in 16 plus countries around the world. It's a group of hotels called MP Hotels, and Orascom Hotels in Egypt. They currently have around 11 million viewers, and these are people who visit their hotels. They're in 16 countries, and they currently have 70 plus destinations worldwide. Okay, and they have in the States, they have 2 hotels in Cuba, and they are expanding, hoping to reach 31 countries in 2020, and basically around 200 plus hotels by then. And the beauty about it is that it's a channel specifically dedicated to real estate. And it means that if you have an 8-second or a 30-second ad, you've got a focused audience that will be sitting there looking at it. All of you travel. So you know that when you are traveling, you're sitting in your hotel room, you flick on the TV and you're switching channels, but the first thing that comes up always is channel number one. Okay. This is as well very unique because you've got an audience that will give you 30 seconds or 8 seconds focus. So if you've got a development or you've got a property that you want to reach, that you want to sell or you want to talk about, that's a perfect opportunity to reach that particular audience. They might not come directly to you, but you are getting the message out. So that makes it very, very unique as a huge new advertising opportunity. Just to show you some of our global partners: Souk, Canadian Real Estate Association, Canadian Business Council, Jones Lang LaSalle, Middle East Council of Shopping Centers, FIAPSI Egypt, Miami Association of Realtors, RERA, National Association of Realtors in India, And we have many others, but these are the key ones that we have partnership and agreements with, that would be more relevant to all of you guys. Oh, I'm opening up I didn't want to do that. Apologies. Let me just close that one. Okay, so questions. Okay, how much does it cost? Again, it's $99 for the premium, or $199 for the premium plus. What is the reach? We have 116,000 agents and brokers and members on Realopedia at the moment, and what it is that it's growing on a daily basis. And the beauty about it is that you can target and you can reach a mass audience that is outside of the US. In particular, the US is very big. We do have, we are growing within the US itself, and we have, we are in discussion with a number of the associations and the MLSs to be able to see how we can collaborate with them. Okay. Any other questions? I don't know, Oscar. Let me see where Oscar is. Okay. Any questions? What languages do we have? We have up to 28 different languages, but the default language is in English. So let me just show you also what happens is once I'm looking at properties, on the home page itself, it recognizes my position. So it's showing you now properties that are nearest to me, but it shows them in dollars. But once I click on it, because this is in the images missing is not us, it's the actual agents who haven't put those images in. So this is where the more information we get, the better it is. So this is the nearest property to me at the moment. We don't have anything in the UK, but I have in Spain, I have in Portugal, I have in Serbia. And so this is a property there, and you can see the various information. It comes up in Spanish, but I can immediately change it to English. It recognizes it. It gives it to me in dollars as well as in the jurisdiction I'm in, which is US, which is in pounds itself. So you can see that this property, which is a 3-bedroom apartment, 850 square meters, 85 square feet, 850 square meters, and it's around $56,000. Now, if I want further information, I can see where it is, the location. Sometimes they don't put those, so I cannot, so our system recognizes that that information is missing. Alberto, he's the CEO of Realty Plus, but he hasn't put his picture on here. But that because it comes out as an XML feed. So again, all this information is dependent on what is supplied as an XML feed. If I want to look at the media center, we do radio talk shows, so you can hear those. Those are in both English and French. You can look at various other things that are on there. If I want to see the webinars, So we have the various webinars that are on there. Some have not been uploaded due to confidentiality, but you can certainly see those up there. If you want to listen to any of those, you've got them there to listen to. Again, if you have a property, if you are the owner, this is very unique because if somebody puts in those details, it automatically go to that agent in that particular jurisdiction if we have it. So so that is the benefit of this. Now all of you will get a link shortly on after the webinar. So you will get a link to see this presentation, this webinar, and if you have any further questions, then please feel free to drop me an email on there, and I would be more than happy to assist you. Any questions? Okay, thank you so much, all of you, for your time today. Really, really appreciate this. I hope I've given you a good insight on what Realopedia is and how it will really help you to reach the global market, and how it's able to take your listings and your developments and market them on a global basis. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you a good day. Thank you very much. Bye, everyone. Hold on, let me just put Oscar back online. I'm not sure. Oscar? Hi, Oscar. Okay, Oscar is teaching at the moment. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I wish you all a good day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.